Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to go over creating a post as well as adding media images and also going through some of the features that you can do when you come in to your account and you want to create either some vacation specials or you want to write some travel articles. So the first thing you want to do is after you log in, you want to go to your posts area here and hover over and you click on Add New. When you click on Add New, you'll have a new post page that'll pop up. And I put some pre-text in here already so I can speed up the tutorial. But what you want to do is you can either create much of your text in a Word document or a text document and copy and paste, or you can actually type directly in this area. Whatever you prefer, you can do. But to speed things up, you can more than likely do it on a Word document first, and then that will speed things up for you. First thing you want to do is place your title for your post. So let's say I am going to be doing article post on destination weddings. Let's put a title. So my title is going to be Destination Weddings in the Caribbean. It's highly recommended to put some space wherever you want to put an image. If you want to place an image in between your paragraphs, click some space there. This way you have extra space in between. If you want to place an image on the bottom, you can click and create some extra space there as well. So as you're going through your post, you want to create your title. We have our text in here. Now what we want to do is we want to go to the right here where we have categories. Now these are all pre-set up categories and you have some categories already pre-set up, but if you need additional categories or say something more in a niche like river cruising or something that you don't see here, give me an email and I can create that for you for future posts that you want to do. There's other features on this right hand column here, but I'll go through this at another time and more than likely in another tutorial video. But you want to come here at the bottom and focus on this particular area, the featured image, and I'll go through this as I'm creating this post. And I want to start editing this area, but before I do that, let's look down here into post options. Now subtitle is a good area if you want to put additional keywords for the search engine. The more keywords that you put in your post, the better for the search engines and will help you get better ranking. In this case, if it's about destination weddings, we want to put some details in here as well. So you get the point. It's always important to have related keywords down here, add a little bit more that relates to the Caribbean in this article, and this really helps out for the search engines. Now this is important when you're doing your article post, whether it's a special that you're doing or an actual vacation or destination article. I highly recommend you come down and you click in this box to create a full width. If you don't, what it's going to do is it's going to put a sidebar or a space and it's going to condense your article down, and I believe the article is so much better when you have it on full width. These options down here, don't worry about. These are things that, again, more advanced, and if you're interested in learning more about this, I can go through this with you individually, or give me an email and I can give some explanations on these, but I wouldn't worry about these. I want to add an image to the top, and what you want to do is you want to go to Add Media, and it's going to bring up your library of images. When you come into here, you can click and select any one you like, and then once you've found the one that you really want, then the next step I'll show you. Okay, so I want this particular image, and before you add it to your post, you can do some editing at this time. For example, if you want it center aligned, left aligned, right aligned, you have the option here. I want to center it for now. Also too, the size, sometimes it defaults it to a standard size, so if you want to take a different size, you just click on this box and you can select what size you would like. For example, it did select the large. I want to keep the large, so I'll keep it as is. Once everything looks good, you just click this button right here, Insert to Post. So there you go. Now the image has been entered into the post. I have it centered, and as I mentioned before, I created a little extra space, so I don't need this space anymore. So now I'm going to just get rid of the spacing underneath in the paragraphs. With this image in your post, you can edit it. If you want to make some changes, there is what you do is you click the image, and then two boxes will pop up, a pencil and this X. If you want to remove the image, you click the X. If you want to edit, you click the pencil. It'll open it up, and let's say you want to left align it or right align it or change the size, you can do so, or you could even click here to replace the image. You have those options. Okay, so everything's good. I'm going to leave it as is. Also too, if you want to resize this image, you can actually go right to these little square boxes here and drag. So you want to hover over the box, you get these double arrows, you left click, and then you can just drag it larger or drag them smaller, whatever you like. So very simple. So now I have my image on the top here. I want to come down and I want to actually get rid of these spaces here. And I want to put an image inside the text. So I want the text to actually wrap around my image. What you want to do is just click right at the beginning of your text. If you want to add an image within the text, you want to click in the text area, come up to add media, and again select an image that you want. And now in this case, again, in the alignment you can change it. I have the size that it's the largest. Now let's say I just want a medium, so I'm going to take a medium. I want this to be wrapped in the text on the left hand side, so automatically I'm going to click on left, and then everything looks good, insert into post. And as you can see, it automatically puts it to the left alignment of the text. So as you can see, the image has left aligned. If you want to make it bigger, again, just stretch it out. If you want it smaller, just shrink it down by just dragging. If you want it right aligned, you click on that little pencil, you can click on right, update, and it'll bring it over to the right. These are just different options you can do when you want to have images wrapped around your text. As you can see, the text that I have put in here is very small font. If you want to change this font to a different size, you just highlight it all and you come up to this area here where it says font size. You click this and you can choose whatever font size. So I'm going to take 12 just to make it a little bit bigger. If you want text centered, left aligned, right aligned, you can come up into here and you have the features right here. So you can center the text, right align it, left align it. So you have those as well. You want to bold it, that bolds it, and italicize, so you got those features as well. You also have different options of your font family, so you can choose all different kinds of fonts, and also the format. So if you have headings that you're putting in, there's different size headings here that you can choose. Let's say we want to have a heading right here. Alright, so I put my text in here. I'm going to highlight it to go to formats. I want to turn this into a heading, and I'm going to put it as heading 2. So as you can see, it automatically resizes it. If I want to center this, I can click on center. If you don't see two bars, what you'll see is there's this toggle bar here. It's a toggle toolbar. You click on this and it opens up new features. So let's say I wanted to change the text color. So there, change the text color. I want the title to be bigger actually. So now I'm going to go back to format, heading 1. Now it's a bigger one. The article is coming along, and if you want to put more images in here, let's say you want to put another image that's left aligned, go back to media, just select any image, left aligned, full size, places the image on the left. If you want to make it bigger, smaller, you can do that, so it wraps around the text. That's pretty much all you need to do in regards to the posting and adding images. Very simple. I would recommend that you come in, play around, just see what all these features can do for you. Now if you have an image that you want to link to another article post or to an outside source, what you would want to do is click on the image and what you're going to notice is there's two links up here. This is to insert a link and this is to remove one. If you want to insert a link, you just click on that and you have two options. You can get the URL, copy, and you can paste it into this area here. You can put a title, or if you want to link it to an existing page or post, you just click on this little arrow tab and it'll open up all your existing pages and posts and it'll tell you what it is. If you want to connect it to a particular page, you just come down here, you click on it, and it'll automatically put the URL direct link there, and it'll automatically put the title in. If you want to have it linked to an outside source, then you can, like I say, copy and paste the URL, or you can type it in, whatever you want, and put your title. Now I highly recommend, as you can see here, there's a box that says open link in a new window. I would highly recommend this, and just click on that, because when someone comes to your post and clicks on your image, it'll open it up in a new page and not take them out of your website. If you don't do this, then they will actually leave your website, and if it's an outside source, chances are they may not go back into your website. So it's good to keep them in your website by doing that. You click on this to open in a new window tab. Everything looks good, you just click on update, and this image will now be linked to whatever source you want it to go to. You can do these to all the other images, and as well you can do it to text. So let's say this title here you want to have linked. You highlight it, go to insert link, you can select pages or type in the URL. In this case I'll just select the page, click add link, and then as you notice, it's now linked. So when you post it, you can test the links to see if they work and then take it from there. Now I mentioned earlier about the bottom area here where you have featured image. If you don't place a featured image in here, what happens is when you go to the area where all your posts are listed, it'll put in an automatic image in there, which is a default image if you don't put a featured image. But if you put your featured image in, it'll show up in this area here. I highly recommend you put a featured image in. You could select whichever one you want, but usually I like to select one that's related to what's in the post already. So you click on that, and it's very simple. You just set image, it automatically resizes it in there. Your post is ready. Now what you want to do is you want to publish. I already created this post, so it's saying update. What that's telling me is that I made some changes and it's asking me to click on this to update the post. But if it's a fresh new post, it will have a button here saying publish, which means that until you do that, it will not be out to the public. If you want to preview your changes, you can click here. It'll open up a preview page and it'll show your post. This way you can actually look at it before you publish it. If everything looks good, then you can come back in and publish it to the public. I'll show you the link to this image. You click on it, it opens up a new page. So that worked. Also, you notice I linked this particular text. There you go. Went to the sample page I chose. Images are wrapped. That looks good. And what I'll do is I'll refresh this to show you now it has a featured image. When creating your post, feel free to come in, fool around, test all the features, and if for any reason you have any errors that happen or something doesn't look right or just doesn't go the way you want, email or call me and I'll clean it up, or we can go through together and I can show you how to fix things up. But other than that, that's the tutorial on posting and adding image media, and what I'll do is in my next video will be on how to create and edit a testimonial. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.